So I'm starting the recording now. This is a WordPress website training. We are targeting the CIKM facilitators, of course, but other people can also join as long as they are interested in supporting the country fora and the communication inside the country fora. So our course, the beginners course, will be split in two parts. The first part will be today, and the next one, hopefully Thursday, if we agree on that. So on this first part, we will see some concepts and terminologies. Last time we already mentioned most of them, but we will re-explain quickly, shortly. Then how to log in to the backend of WordPress, which is a very simple process. Then managing users, because when you're going to use WordPress, you must have users. At least you are the first user. And then creating, changing theme. And then creating pages and posts and taxonomies with categories and tags. So in the next hour, we hope you will understand all these concepts and be able to start practicing. Don't think that you will have a wonderful website after this first part, neither after the second part. This is the very first steps that we are engaging in. So we are just starting with the basics now, but it's essential, and we need these basics. Otherwise, we won't be able to improve our websites in the future. If you have questions, just raise your hand on the chat box so that we allow you to ask questions. So just a very quick summary again about why is it so important to let me also open my screen, my chat box, because so I hear that sound is a little noisy. Is it for?
Yeah, there's some noise behind. I think maybe you need to check your microphone.
Oh, is it still with noise now? Do you still hear noise?
Okay, when you're talking.
Let me change my microphone quickly. Unfortunately, my mic, the other mic doesn't work. Is it better like this now?
Yeah, that is excellent now.
Oh, okay. So I'm not putting my mic then. I'm
Okay,
just
that's better.
yes, without headset and that mic. Thank you very much, Cherry. Yes, so we said, why is it so important to take care of your website? This is a critical question. Before even we start, you have to be aware that The website is your image. It's your existence. Today, if you don't have a website, it's like as if you don't even exist. Because people, the first thing they do when they hear about something, some organizations or someone, is they check on the web. If you are not there, you don't exist at all. So this is your first image. This is the proof of your existence. Take care of it. You really need to take care of this, this image of yourself. You won't be seen by anyone otherwise. Now it's also a place where serious and busy people who are interested in what you are doing will get the first information about you. So keep in mind, these are serious people, these are busy people, and these are people who are interested in some kind of business and some kind of activities or impact you are bringing. So you have to write exactly what they are expecting to see also, and not in a way that will take too much of their time. It's a tool that allows to save time. Instead of people starting to investigate and interviewing you and having to meet you before knowing more about what you are doing and who you are, a website can inform and can provide all the needed information. In that way, again, take care of all the information. And when you organize the information, make it as accessible as possible, as concise, but also organized in a way that when they need more information, they can dig on the concise parts and go in detail. Then it's a tool that allows to save money, of course, instead of having to do a lot of advertisement. Nowadays, people are fed up with advertisement. They don't even check these things, and they want to have more control on what they are doing. So it's not through advertisement anymore that you can catch, especially the development community. It's through your website, it's through the publications that you put there, it's through the evidence that you are showing in your website that you advertise yourself without spending much money. Then it's a tool that allows you to save internet traffic. How does it happen? Usually you should put a lot of your resource. It can be a database, it can be reports, it can be publications, it can be a lot of things on your website. And in the future, instead of having to send these files or send more information to your visitors or your prospects or people who are looking for you, you just provide links. This is the professional way to do things. Don't send heavy files anymore. Just upload all the heavy files on your website and provide the links. This has two advantages. It reduces internet traffic, but also, and this is most important, it brings people to visit your website. So they are looking for one thing, but at the end they discover your whole world through that link. So these are just few points why you should really take care of your website. If people come to your website and they are convinced from the first visit, then they will come back and they will share that website. They will share the information, the resources that are there to other colleagues, to other people who might be interested. Any question about that? That was the very important part at the beginning of this training. So take seriously this website training. Okay, you see at the bottom there, so it's the role of a website is to prove your existence, your reputation, your competitiveness, your credibility, your competence, your proactivity. If there are very few data, very few information in your website, people will just think, okay, they don't have much to say.
they are not proactive, or sometimes they will say they are hiding something. This is why you need to put a lot of information, maximum information for transparency, for reliability, and also as a proof of openness to others. So if there's no reaction about that, because this is evident nowadays, we all know about these things. Let's move to the next slide. So what should you have in your website? These are some recommendations. I'm not saying that all country for our website must be the same and with the same menus and topics, but these are the recommendations that we want to provide when you are going to start or when you are going to improve your website. So the first thing is, of course, you have a landing page or a home page, and that one is the most important. It is the one that you must make as attractive, as appealing as possible. So the home page is one thing. Then the about. In the about, you can put a lot of things about your country fora, about the leadership there, about the governance there, about how your vision and so on, your strategy, everything that is about your country fora can be put as submenu of this about. Then the news or blog blog posts. These are the periodical updates that you will send. It's also important to have the news and the blog because this is a proof that you are alive. If your website doesn't have news and there's no update there, people will think, okay, this organization is dead. They are not active anymore. Then the who's who or database of members or experts or any people who are in the environment of your country fora should be visible also, so that people know, oh, there is this person, this very skilled person, this experts, this professional, this very influent people and so on. You should put that there. But also founders, they need to know, do you really exist as a network or is it just a group of 2, 3, 4 people? So a database of members is really important for your founders. Then we need also to share some resource, some photo galleries, some books, some policies, some reports, some videos and audios and so on. These are the proof that you are active, that you are producing something, that you are doing something concretely. When you have some activities in the field, don't forget to shoot photos, don't forget to collect some audio interviews, don't forget to collect some video, because these, when you put it in the website, it means that for people who are looking at it after, means that you are really active. And the document repository, of course, we will talk more about that. In this CADEP XP4 program, we are dealing with some topics. If you have documents related to these topics, for instance, on CSA or on policy or policy and advocacy or on foresight, etc., you are invited to put it on your website so that others can see, oh, this is how Malawi is doing things. These are the documents that exist in Cameroon or in Nigeria and so on. And this is the exchange network that we are trying to revitalize. Don't keep the information just for you, share it through your website. And of course, you need to put a contact so that people can reach you. If you don't have contact or a contact form, on your website, how will people reach you? So you put your address, you put your WhatsApp or your Skype and so on, so that people can reach you later. So these are some of the main parts that you should have on our website. If you don't have some of these, don't worry, you will have time to do it. This program is going to take 4 years. You will get time to collect things and put everything there. But before end of this year, I'm sure most of you will have a very beautiful website, because last year in 3 months, most of the country that attended the training could finish their website. Now, some terminologies. I've already introduced this last time, but I'm just repeating quickly now. Front end is the administrative part, and we are just going to go there after this last slide on introduction. Then back end is, front end, excuse me, is what you see, what the public sees, but back end is the part that only you, the administrator, the editor, the webmaster sees. Then posts versus pages, we will see that. There are two different types of content that you can put on your website. There are the posts, which are more dynamic, more often updated, and there are the pages which are more static. Then the theme. The theme is the appearance of your site. You will see, and we will experience that you can change the theme or the appearance of the site. Then plugins. It's an additional functionality or module that you can activate on your website. And there are plenty of modules with WordPress. The strength of WordPress is there. There are plenty of modules and themes also, by the way. Then header, footer, and sidebar. We will see that after. The header, as it's called, it's at the top of your screen. The footer is at the bottom, and the sidebar can be on the left, right, or left and right side. Then the menu, we will also see. Each website has a menu. When you have these contents here, these types of contents, you need to put it on a menu so that it can be accessible. So we will see how to create these menus. And then widgets. We'll see also how to add widgets. Widgets are small. If you use a smartphone, you know what is a widget. It's a part of the screen that has some special functionalities. So now we are going to start using concretely the WordPress. For today, I suggest that we use some pre-installed WordPress that I've prepared. So you can go into this infosolution.us. Please look at your chat box, and one group will go to x1infosolution.us. I don't know how many are we here, and how many are going to do some practice. You are 10 people. Yeah, some of you know already about all these things, so they don't even need to waste too much time. I see that even those who are very fluent with WordPress, like Sylvia, is still here. Elizabeth also is still here. Yeah, but anyway, there is one installation called, if you look at your chat box, it's x1infosolution.us. That is one installation. Then there is another one with the same, but instead of x1, it is x2. And there's another one, X3. And for those who are French speaking and who doesn't want to use the English version, X4, exercise 4 is the one where it is installed in French. So you can use that one, those who want to do the practice in French. So what we will do now, these are the front end. X1 infosolution.us, X2 infosolution.us, etc. That will lead you immediately to the front end, and let me now share another screen. So if, for instance, you enter x1 infosolution.us, this is what you will see. This is the front end. If you go to X2, then you will see something similar, but this time it will be X2. So you choose one of the exercise, the practice site, and from there you have to write, check, come back here. Do you see my screen? Do you see the PowerPoint at this point? Can someone?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, so you see the screen, huh? So you write the site name /wp admin-admin. So this is what you have to write after the slash. No space here, just x1.infosolution.us/ and wp admin. So with that, you will reach the back end. And what I suggest is that you have the back end and the front end of your site open simultaneously, but in different tabs, in 2 different tabs of your browser. So let me show that also. So do you see my screen? So we have 2 screens. This one is the front end, and this is my back end. Wait. The difference is this one is what people will see. It's X infosolution US, and this one is what I see as administrator. So has everybody managed to write wp-admin? And what do you see?
Username and password.
Exactly. It should ask for password. It should ask for password. So now, and this is I'm coming to the next step of this training. So I'm going to create some users. Just follow what I'm doing for now, and then after you will do it. In the dashboard, left sidebar, click on users. This is for me for now, but be careful when you assign roles.
Evan Jet?
Careful about. So just look what I'm doing. So this is when, because I'm already administrator of this site. So I'm just going to add new users. And to add new users, I look in the dashboard here, and then I go to users, and I will say add new user. So when I add new user, I have the name of the user, the email address, the first name, and so on. So let me start. For this instance, exercise 2, I will add 2 of you. For instance, I can add here, because Joy was the one who answered, so I'm putting you see, I'm adding her username, her email address, and then first name, last name. The email, the website, it's not very important. But the password, I must add a password. And just for this exercise purpose, I will just put Joy 2020. And this is a very weak password. So I confirm, okay, this is just for the exercise. And here I have send the new user an email about their account. So as soon as I do add user, an email will go to this email address here. Okay, so that she can retrieve these details. But before that, and this is what I was saying here, be careful when assigning roles. You must be very careful what is the role of that person. Because when you give, there are different roles here, from the subscriber to contributor, author, editor, and administrator. These are very different levels of roles. For just this exercise, I will put administrator so that she can do anything she wants. So just administrator is the highest level in the administration of a website, and it can do anything, including destroying the website. So be careful when you assign roles to someone when you are building a website and you want other people to contribute. You could just put contributor or author. We will see just after this what are these different roles. But for this exercise, I will put her at administrator. So I'm just saying add new user. And at this moment, a mail is going somewhere into her mailbox, and normally she can now log in, or she doesn't even have to go to her mailbox because she has seen. You can just log in with the name is Joy and the password is Joy 2020. So Joy should be able to log in now. Who is next? Let me add another one. Let me see on this. Okay, Amsalu. Amsalu is there. Let me add Amsalu. But Amsalu is already. Also. So I'm adding his email address, then his name, and then the password I'm putting just Amsalu 2020. Confirm use of this. Send email. Also as administrator for this. So a mail has been sent to Amsalu. Now for the others, let's split it so that it's not heavy. So for exercise 1, so here how it should be. Normally we have this email address, this link. Oh, so I'm already there. And I will add others. Who are the others now? Amsalu, Elizabeth. Jerry is not practicing, he's just watching. So I'm just adding Elizabeth quickly also. What was Simwe? By the way, you can change that after. So now Elizabeth should receive a mail. Then the next one is Ibrahima doing the exercise? Because as far as I know, Ibrahima is not CIKM. Okay. Loki Turmaka, do I have your mail? Let me see. Yes, I do. So we have 2 for the exercise 2. Then I'm going to look for exercise 3 now. We don't want to put too much people in the same exercise room. So next one is Mant. Mant, are you going to use the French version or the English? Please respond in the chat box if you want. In the meantime, Mona Ben, let me add also. Mona Ben, can I have your email address? I'm not sure I have. No, I don't have. Can I have your email address, please? You can just write in the chat box. Then Samuel, do you want to use French or English? People are not responding. What's happening?
I will use French.
Okay. So let me just open this 4th one. And Cynthia, which one are you going to use? English, huh? So for Samuel, it will be Sam 2020. A mail has been sent to you.
Thank you.
For Mona Ben,
Andre, add me also.
okay. I haven't Mona Ben's email address, huh? So, okay, let me add Jerry in the exercise 3 then. So this is just for practicing, of course, but you can do exactly what we are doing here with your website after. So for Jerry, it's there. A mail has been sent to you normally. And Sylvia, do you want me to put, okay, Cynthia. So please check your mail because your login, your credential has been sent there. So the only one remaining is Sylvia.
I didn't rec-
Hello?
I didn't receive it yet.
Please check your spam box also.
Okay. Spam. No, it isn't here, but I'm able to enter in the back.
Mine has not come.
If it hasn't come, you can just log in using the credential that I provided. Okay, let me write it in your in the mailbox, in the chat box. So for Amsalu, I'm sending it now. For Jerry, I'm sending also. For Samuel. Oh, I think there is also Mant for the French speaking. Did you manage to get in Salu and Jerry?
I failed to get in. It's telling me wrong password.
You use Jerry 2020, yeah?
Should I put in the email address for the...
Yes, you can use the email address instead of the username.
What is the username?
It's Jerry.
Okay.
So who isn't able to log in yet? Just click on the no or the cross. Click on the no or the red cross on your profile so that I can see that you haven't been able to log yet. Okay, Elizabeth hasn't been able to log. Let me see. Hope we are not going to waste too much time on this.
Okay, so I think I'm there now. I was using a wrong... I was supposed to enter through X3. Exercise 3.
Oh,
I was instead there on X.
yours is exercise 1, Elizabeth. Have you tried? Please check your chat box. I sent your login, Elizabeth. Oh, okay. Okay, thank you, Maka, for your message. Okay, so is everybody in now? I hope so. So we are done with the login. Please remember, this is the only way you need to, the only thing you need to do to log in. You have to write your site name, then WP admin, and then the login credential. This is the only thing you have to do. Now, it's always good to have two screens. One screen that shows the front end. Let me show it like this. So this is the front end. This is what people will see with your site. And the back end is this one. This is what you, only you, and those who are administrators can see. So open two screens, one with just the email, the name here, the domain name here, your URL, and then the other one with WP admin. So that's all what you need to know for now to log in. Okay, I have some message. What are? Yes, if you have installed on localhost, for those who have problems with internet, of course you can. Oh, Cynthia, you are in, oh. Exercise 3. For Cynthia, is exercise 3. Okay, so from there, you will be able to see whom are the users in your back end now. If you just look here on my screen, in the dashboard left sidebar, click on users and be careful when you are assigning roles. So the dashboard is this screen. You have dashboard here, or for the French speaking, it is tableau de bord. So in the dashboard, you have users. And when you click on all users, you will have this list of users here. And when you want to add new users, you just click on add new, and it's already there. If you want to change your profile, for instance, you want to change your password or your website or anything else, you just click on profile here and you can change it. So here, just a quick interpretation. These are the usernames, the email address, the roles. And these are the roles for Cynthia, for Jerry, for Sylvia. And you have the number of posts that have been created by each contributor or administrator in this case. So you have the number of posts that has been already created. If in your organization you want to add new administrator or new contributors and so on, you just go to the dashboard, users, and add. Of course, it's not everybody that should be administrator. Only one administrator should coordinate everything. And then the others should be different roles, lower roles. And I'm going to explain it now, why we need that. If you have questions, please raise your hand. So these are the rights and permissions given to the different profiles. You have contributor, which is the lowest, then the author, then the editor, then the administrator. And these are the different rights and permissions given to the different profile. So a contributor will be able to manage their own profile, so their name, email, password, and photos, and so on. They will be also able to write, edit, and delete their own unpublished posts. So they can't publish, but they can draft a post, and when they have just drafted, they can re-edit it, they can delete it, but they are not empowered to publish whatever they have written. And that's what we see here. Now, who can start writing, editing, and publishing posts? Starting from author, editor, and administrator, they can publish their own posts. Doesn't mean that the author can publish something that has been sent, that has been drafted by a contributor. The author can't do that. Now, who can upload media files? Media files are photos, videos, and so on. Starting from the author, you can do it. Who can delete media that has been uploaded? Starting also from author. Then who can publish, make their own content public? So your own content can be published when you are author, editor, or administrator, but you can't publish or make your own content public if you are just contributor. Then who can edit, publish, delete posts written by others? Even if someone writes something but doesn't have the profile of an editor, the editor can erase it, he can publish or can edit. So that is what an editor, and it has power over the author and the contributor. And more even, the one that can change all the shape of your website and can add new functionalities through plugins is the administrator. Only the administrator can create, delete users, determine the user level, and manage themes and plugins. So this is why it's very critical. You must be very careful when you assign the role of administrator, because he can change everything in your website. The editor can change all posts and page in your website. If someone writes something and he needs to change, the editor is allowed to do that. Okay, so these are the permissions and the rights from WordPress different users profile. Any question about that before I continue?
I had a small question. Now
Yes, please.
You allowed us, you assigned us, you gave us the usernames and the passwords. It's you who did that. Now, if we are supposed to enter, to create this by ourselves, how do we do that? For example, how do I start from zero, from scratch, to enter into WordPress and I'm able to create all this?
Well, there must always be a webmaster, of course, someone who has installed the application like you see here, someone who has created the user. That is what we call the webmaster, or the super administrator who created your website. That one is a very technical person. From the time you're given the right to be an administrator, you can take over on many things on the website, because administrator is the highest level also to work inside the website. There is another level, the webmaster, who can also manipulate your website from outside using the cPanel, but that is a different thing, and that is really the server side. From your side, you are in the content management system, and you can do everything being an administrator in this content management system. I don't know if I responded to the question.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes. So let us continue now, if there's no other questions. So how to change the appearance or the theme of your screen? Huh? Yes, now I put it in red. There's no need to care too much about this for now, but it's just that you need to know that as an administrator, you are allowed to change the screen of the theme of your website. So you just go. I'm expecting that you have already two screens, one for the front end and one for the back end. So in this case, so this is the front end for exercise 3, and this is the back end for exercise 3. Oops, where is it? Am I sharing the screen now? Yes, I think so. So when you want to change the theme of your site, you just go to Appearance and click on Themes. Very straightforward. It's the first menu in Appearance. And here you see some themes. This is theme number 1, this is theme number 2, number 3, number 4. And the one that is active is written here, active. This one is not active, but you can activate it. This one can be activated as well. So the appearance of your screen will be very different depending on that. So for instance, let's see, this is the actual appearance because the theme that we are using is 2020. The active one is 2020. And let me change to 2016. So I activate the 2016 screen now. That one is the activate. And when I look at this website from the front end, I need to refresh. It will be different. You see, now it's a different website. The appearance from the front end has changed just because I changed the theme. Again, I'm going to try with theme 2017. If I activate this one, and I need to refresh because the actual one is 2016, but I've just activated the 17. Now I have this appearance for my website. Okay, so if you to summarize, if you want to change the appearance of your site, you need to change the theme here and activate the theme, and then customize. As I said, it's a long story. We will take time to do that in future, but for now, that is just the essential we need to know, that by going into appearance and themes, you can change the appearance of your screen, of your theme, and you can add new themes. The strength, the power of WordPress is there. If you go and add new, I just pressed add new, you will see that there are hundreds, if not thousands, of themes that are available there. These are all available themes that you can use for your website. You just need to click on one of them, install it, and activate after. So the one that is installed on yours is this one, but all these one can be installed. This can be installed. All these ones can be installed. So to install, you just need to do install. So now it goes somewhere, and then when it is installed here, you see a green OK, then you activate. And when your theme has changed, you have this one now activate on your website. And if you look at the front end, this was the previous one, but you want to change to see the new one now, you just refresh your screen and you will get a totally new website, a new branding appearance of website. Of course, there's no content yet. That's why what you see here is empty compared to what is advertised. So any question about that before I proceed to the next slide? Are we able to follow?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. So let me continue with the slides now. So the next slide is about creating pages and posts. So as I said in the previous mail, you are invited to prepare some contents that we will try to post. And there are two different contents that dominates in WordPress. One is called the posts, and the other one are the pages. So what is the posts versus pages? What is the difference? So as you see here, posts are timely, which means that it's something that comes with time and are date sensitive. It changes, it's a new entry, new articles or reports that comes periodically. These are called posts, when it's something that needs to be renewed, something that comes periodically. But pages on the opposite side are timeless. There is no date sensitive. It's a long-term content. For instance, as you see here, about us. When you say about us, you have the story of your organization, you have maybe the strategic plan, you have some the board members, and so on. These things doesn't change often, maybe yearly, but not that often. On the contrary, posts, there are new posts coming every month or maybe every week even. So posts are dynamic while pages are static. Static because it doesn't change. It's just an indication about what is the status of this organization. What are the institutional arrangement in that organization? But dynamic because there are new content that comes periodically according to dates, according to category and tag archives. Then posts are topical. This is a big difference. Posts are topical. It's about, let's say, about climate smart initiatives, about digitization, about field trips, and so on, while pages are hierarchical, where you have about, and then below the about you have maybe the board members, and then the executive members, and then the technical working group, and so on. It's more static and hierarchical. Then the format. The posts have what we call formats, and we will see that, and pages have what we call templates. But one of the biggest difference is that posts can be retrieved on RSS. If you use a feed reader, then you can retrieve posts outside your website. You are not able to retrieve pages outside of your website, or let's call it, you can't aspire pages to put in other website easily. But posts, it's very easy to do that. If you want people to embed some of your posts somewhere in their website or their portal, you just provide the RSS link and they can embed some of your content in their website. And this is one technology that we are going to use. AFAS embedding some of your articles in the main portal, and you embedding also some of AFAS announcements or information news in your portal. They both have menus, privacy. You can put password on pages or on posts. They have built-in editor, and you can schedule a post or a page, which means that you can write all the articles you want today and schedule so that it goes out on the public side after 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, until the end of the month if you want. You can schedule your post. You don't need to write things and send it and expect it to be instantaneous always. You can schedule the publication of your site, of your page or your post. Then embedding media. You can embed media in both pages and posts. So these are some differences and some similarities between posts and pages. So practically, how is that? So let's move again to the practice. Okay, so when you want to add a post or you want to add a page, it's here that you do that. On the dashboard, On the dashboard, you click on posts to start a new post, and you will see all the existing posts that are here. So in this case, there's hello world, which is one existing post, but I can add a new post. So you just do add new. So by clicking add a new, you are creating a new post. Remember, a post is something that is periodically, that is bound to time, and that comes often, that is produced often from time to time. So here we have a screen. I have to change something very quickly about this because we don't want to use, sorry, just a second. Oh, okay. Sorry about this. So when I go to post, as I said, and I do add new, this is what I will see there. So this is to add a new post, and I have a screen, which is very similar to add page, by the way. If I write add page, I will have something very similar to this. If we look at this, and you will take some time, take enough time to explore this, you will have the title here, you will have the content here, and somewhere here you will have category, you will have tag, you will have publish, you will have visibility, and you have the status, and you have publish. These are the key elements that you need to observe. I will really recommend before our next training that you create minimum 5 posts. Please create 5 posts on this exercise installation. We want to see the practical aspect of this creation. So you just add a title here, then you add the content here, and we will explain the category and the tag soon. When you are done with the content, then you just publish. If you are afraid, you don't want to publish yet, then just save draft. But in any case, it's not a problem. These are just exercises. So you can publish immediately and we can see. If you don't want to publish, but you want to see, you can just preview. You have a preview function, button here. So just press preview. So this is the post screen, but it's the same, almost the same for the page screen. So I'm opening the page screen now, pages, add, and this is what you have on the page screen. So here, instead of post, you have add new page, but you have title, you have the content or the body there. And yes, we'll come to this after, but we have the same thing here, save as draft immediately and so on. And here, the big difference between pages and posts is that in pages you can have a hierarchy of page. So some pages are sub pages or are under different type of parent pages. So this is a bit different, but on the other side, you don't have category and you don't have tags here. And we'll explain that in the next slide. So again, this is post, To reach that, you just go on the dashboard. It's the immediate menu below the dashboard. And this one is page. And these pages are below pages here. In both cases, you have title, you have the body, the content, and you can publish or just save as draft. In a page, you can put a hierarchy of pages, and on posts, you can create what we call the category and the tags. And this is what I'm going to explain very shortly now. But maybe before I explain that, to make sure that everybody is on the same page now, can you create in just 2 minutes a post? You should be somewhere on your dashboard, click on posts, write a title. It can be anything. There's no harm to write a dog is somewhere in my room, or a tree is falling, or it's raining, or whatever. Just write a title and some content here and publish. I would like to see that everybody participating here is able to publish now. Let me put the recording on pause. Please, if you can do that in the next 2 minutes so that we can go to the last slide. Is it the last? Yes. So I see that there's already Elizabeth who has sent one post. Just a quick draft. You don't need to think too much about what you are posting. I can also see that my trees are falling and failing. Who is writing that? And there is also CIKM training on WordPress. Yes. So Jerry has written one. Cynthia has written one. From the French-speaking team, yes, Samuel has written one. Even two, it seems, or I don't know.
Oh, just one. Oh, just one.
Yes. So it seems everybody here is comfortable writing new articles now. Let me see. Nobody is writing on exercise 2, eh? What's happening, team, for exercise 2?
Well, Sunday, yeah.
Salu and Joy, are you there? Oh yeah, Salu was saying that his internet is a bit weak.
Hello, we are there, but we're not ready as well.
Yes.
Let's extend to them.
Okay, so exercise 2, I think you are having some trouble creating posts. Yeah, you should take some time to review this recording after, in case there's something that you missed. I'm continuing the recording now. I'm continuing the recording. So one first thing that I will strongly encourage everyone here is to really practice and practice and practice. Practice is the mother of skills. So if you want to be very skilled using WordPress, you need to practice here. And creation of posts is the first thing that you need to practice a lot. Because by practicing here, you'll see some new ideas from time to time. And we will encourage you, of course, to explore and go in details, try to find new things. For instance, with this screen here, whom of you have noticed that the formatting of text here is not enough? But if you click on this toolbar toggle, then you have more of the formatting of texts. So these are small tips that you should explore by yourself. And there are so many things that can be explored. But start creating posts, explore all these functionalities here, this formatting. You can create, you can have a bigger header, you can put it in different colors, and so on. Please explore that, because you need to know how this WordPress thing works for now. So do that for posts and do the same with pages. If you can also take some time to create new pages. So as I said, the pages are similar to posts. You can also create a title, add the content here, and you can publish. So because of time constraint, we won't be able to do all the practice and check everything, but please take your time to do that. I'm going to go to the last slide now. So after creating a post, okay, let me reshare the screen. So after practicing the creation of posts and pages, the last thing that we'll see today is about what we call the category and the tags. What are categories and what are tags? Well, when you create a web page, a website, you might have a lot of content that you want to put there. It can be something on different topics or different regions, geographical regions of your country. It can be for different types of targets and so on. So to categorize these different category, you'll need this tool called the category and tags. The difference is categories are broader topics at higher level topics with subcategories, while tags are really the small details. It's a lower topic. And the difference, as you can see in this table, is categories are essential. Each post that you create will have, it's mandatory, it will have a category. But tags is not mandatory. Category is mandatory. So you have to at least have a category organization in your system. You must create that. And that all your posts you'll categorize. It can be you categorize in, I don't know, agriculture, livestock, environment, climate, and so on. These are the category, the broad things. But tag is very small. Maybe in the category of agriculture, you will have, I don't know, maybe beans, pulse, and then cereals, and then vegetables, and so on. This can be subcategories, or it can be tags. If it's subcategories, then it comes to, okay, the very details, vegetables, then you have under vegetables, you have pigeon pea, you have garlic, you have, I don't know, all the things that you want, then you can put it as tag. So category is essential, but tag is optional. Categories doesn't change, unchanging, but tags are open-ended. You can change it from time to time. Category doesn't cross over other categories, but tags cross over categories. So categories are very hierarchical, as we said. If you have broad, then a tighter category, a subcategory, then you have this hierarchy. But tags, there's no hierarchy. It can be in any of the categories, the higher as well as for the smaller categories, the lower level categories. And then categories are not spontaneous. You have to prepare it well, to structure that well, while tags can be very spontaneous. While you are writing your article, you just invent a new tag so that you can memorize or you can classify this the article you are writing. So these are the main difference between category and tag. And where do we use category and tag? As we said, and I'm going back there again, it is in posts that you use category and tag. In pages, here we have page, there is no such category and tag. You have hierarchy of content here, but no category and tag. If you go to add new posts, then here you have category and you have tags. In the category, everything that is not categorized will be put under uncategorized, but you can create as many categories as you want. And inside each category, you can also put some parent categories. Of course, you create parent categories first before creating the smaller ones, and you can reorganize that also after. Then pages, tags are just keywords that you use in your website. Now, what is the importance of category and tags? The first one is for you to organize your content. That is the first reason you create it. You need to organize your content. But the second one, which is more important, is that by organizing this content, you will have a better ranking by CEOs. You know, Google, Yahoo, Bing, Baidu, and so on, they have an algorithm to put your website or the content that you put online at the number one, the highest, the first in their list, or to put you at the lowest. So by putting categories and very coherent categories with tags, these search engines will put you at a higher rank because they will say these websites have better structure and good organization. So if you want your website to be very visible, use very well structured categories and tag. That's very, very important. People don't think about that at some point, but you will notice with time. You create content, you create categories and tags, and you will see that the ranking of your website will go up very quickly. So that's all for today. Not all, and that's a lot for today. The most important is practice, as I said. We need to really practice. Let me stop recording.